Hello and welcome to Sudoku Pro. This is a 3-star puzzle from today's Hindu. Let's get started. Let's try to fill this block. You can see there are only 4 numbers missing in this block. The missing numbers are 4, 9 and 3 and 2. If you see, you have 4, 9 blocking here and 3, 2 blocking here. So if you take this cell, you have 4, 9 and 3 blocking this cell. So this cell will take 2. This cell will take a 4-9 pair and these two cells will take 3-4-9. Now let's try to fill this top section. We have a 9 here and a 9 here. So these two 9s block these two rows. So this cell will take 9. Coming to this section, there is a 5 here and a 5 here. These two 5s blocks these two columns, and we have a 5 here which blocks this row. So this cell takes 5. Now there is a 5 here. There is a 5 here. This 5 blocks here. This 5 blocks here. And there is a 5 here which blocks here. So this cell takes 5. I have a 6 here which blocks here. And there is a 6 here which blocks here. So this cell takes 6. There is a 3 here which blocks this column, and this cell has to take 3. There is a 3 in this column, so that blocks here. So this cell takes 3. So here there is a 2. There is a 2 in the bottommost row which blocks this entire column. So this cell takes 2. Now there is a 8 here. This 8 blocks here, blocks this bottom row. So that means the top row will be taking 2. So sorry, 8. So 8 has to appear in one of these cells. So this blocks 8 here. Here 8 blocks. So the center cell takes 8. Now the missing numbers are 1 and 7 here. So let's mark it with 1, 7 pair. In this row, there are only 2 numbers missing. Now, missing numbers are 1 and 4. There is a 1 blocking here. So, this takes 4 and this takes 1. If you take this column, there are 4 empty cells and the missing numbers are 2, 3, 4 and 9. If you see here, 2, 4 and 9 are blocking. So, this cell will take 3. Now, there is a 6 here which blocks here. So this cell takes 6. Now only missing numbers are 2 and 7. So these two cells will take 2, 7. Now this 7 blocks here. So this 7 gets cancelled out and this becomes 1 and this becomes 7. So in this row there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 1 and 8. There is a 1 from here in the bottommost row which blocks here. So this cell takes 8 and this cell takes 1. Now missing numbers in this block are 3 and 4. There is a 3 blocking here. So this is a 4 and this is 3. Now we have a 5 here, a 5 here and a 5 here. So this 5 blocks here, this 5 blocks here, this 5 blocks here. So this is a 5. Similarly, we have a 6 here and a 6 here and a 6 here. So this 6 blocks here, this 6 blocks here, this 6 blocks here, and there is a 6 here which blocks here. So this is a 6. Now this 5 and this 5, these two blocks here, and there is a 5 here which blocks here. So this is a 5. Now that leaves with this that leaves this column with only two missing numbers. Missing numbers are 2 and 8. There is 8 blocking here, so this becomes 2 and this becomes 8. Now in this column there are only 3 empty cells, and the missing numbers are 5, 6 and 7. There is 5 and 7 blocking here, so this cell takes 6. Balance are 5 and 7. Now 5 is blocking here, so this cell takes 7 and this cell takes 5. We have a 1 here, a 1 here in the bottom row, and there is a 1 here. So this 1 blocks here, this 1 blocks here, this 1 blocks here. So this cell takes 1. Now we have a 3 here and a 3 here, and we have a 3 here. So this 3 blocks here, this 3 blocks here, this 3 blocks here. So this cell takes 3. Now in this entire row, there are 3 numbers are missing. The missing numbers are 4 and 9. It's 2, 4 and 9. Now if you see here, 9 blocks this cell, and there is another 9 here blocking this cell. So this is the only cell where 9 can be. So this takes 9, and these two cells take 2, 4 pair. So this 9 cancels out the 9 here. So this 9 gets cancelled, this becomes 4, and this becomes 3, and this becomes 9. Now in this column there are only 2 empty cells. The missing numbers are 4 and 8. So let's fill these 2 cells with 4, 8 pair. So in this bottommost row there are 4 empty cells. The missing numbers are 4, 6, 8 and 9. If you consider 6, the 6 blocks this cell, this 6 blocks this cell. There is a 6 here which blocks this cell. So this is the only cell where 6 can be. And similarly 8 also blocks this cell, and this 8 blocks this cell. This is the only cell where 8 can be. So here the 4 cancels out and this becomes 8. So that cancels out the 8 here and this becomes 4. Now the missing numbers are 4 and 9. So okay, let's mark it as a pair here as of now. Now let's try to fill this row. In this row there are 4 empty cells and the missing numbers are 1, 3, 4 and 7. Now the 3 blocks this cell. There is a 3 from the bottom which blocks this cell, and there is a 3 here in the bottommost row which blocks this cell. So this is the only cell where 3 can be. Similarly, there is a 1 here which blocks this cell, and there is a 1 here. There is a 1 here which blocks this cell. So this is the only cell where 1 can be. Now the missing numbers are 4 and 7. You see here this cell is blocked by 4. So here it is 7 and this cell takes 4. Now in this block there are only two missing numbers, 7 and 8, 7 blocks here. So this is 8 and this is 7. Now in this entire row there are only two missing numbers. The missing numbers are 9 and 1. This is 1 blocks here. So this cell takes 9 and this cell takes 1. In this block, if you take the cell will take either 4 or 9. Now 4 blocks here, so this cell takes 9. So here 9 cancels out, this becomes 4, and here 4 cancels out, this becomes 2, and the only missing number is 7 here. So because of this 2, this becomes 4, and this becomes 9. Now the only missing numbers are 2 and 8. There is 8 here, so this is 2 and this is 8. So this 7 cancels out the 7 here, and this becomes 2 and this becomes 7. Now the missing number here is 2. So this is 2, and here the missing number is 8, and here the missing number is 4. And the puzzle is solved.